All right, people, check this out. Now, if you saw the title or you saw the description, you know that I am testing out a new live stream show. It's going to be with me, your host, Vince Eliot. And so I need you all to help me out because I need to work out the bugs. I got a soft launch coming up on Monday, and it's going to be Family and Friends Day. And so we're going to be having some conversations with some family and friends that are professionals or working on some things. We want to talk about what they're doing, the things of interest that they're involved in. And also we're going to be talking about the Rosa Parks Foundation. So we're going to have the president of the Rosa Parks Foundation in on that. So what I want you guys to do is immediately, as you come in, learn about what I'm about to do, chime in on the comments because this is a test run. So I want to know if you can hear good, you hear the music in the background, can you see it good and all that type of thing. So we can work out all these bugs because Monday, again, is the soft launch of my new live streaming show, Live with Vince Eliot. And then on Friday, oh my goodness, I can't even tell you who's coming on Friday. You're probably not going to believe me. And plus, I need to confirm that they're going to be able to be available on this Friday. So listen, if you just checked in, go ahead and get in the comments. Let me know you're in here and help me to get this thing rolling. So I'm just going to play around with a few different things. I'm going to do my intro and things like that. But I need for you guys to chime in the comments. Let me know who you're here, who you are, what have you. And I am testing, once again, the live stream. And we're going to start doing regular shows once a week. But again, we're doing a soft launch on Monday with family and friends. And got some interesting people that's going to be on who are doing some great things as well, even though they're family and friends. And then you guys are also going to get to chime in. Tell me what you think about the show. Tell me what would be some great ideas to improve the show. And then we're going to have a lot of fun. So it's going to be like a Tonight Show in the sense that, we'll have skits and we'll have some comedy and all that type of thing. We'll have interesting guests. We'll have artists, musicians, and things of that nature, comedians. And so we got a lot coming up. This Friday is going to be pretty exciting. I got to figure out some music that I want to use when I'm just doing my openings and things like that. But when I get a few more people in here, maybe I'll show you guys my opening, and so you can kind of get a feel for what the show is going to be like. Dario Johnson, what's up, man? Stick around with me, man. Give me a good, help me out with being able to test this thing. And so I am going to, for example, put your comment up on the screen. So I can do that. Boom. There you are. Dario Johnson. See, I like that. Yeah. Yep. Give me a thumbs up. Okay. So I'm seeing how this thing is working out. And probably when I'm done with this particular broadcast, I will probably delete it. But I need people to come in and see how this thing, and get this thing a test drive. There's going to be some interesting things going on. On Friday, I have almost locked in an A-list artist known all around the world, not just the United States. I'm talking double platinum. That's all I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not gonna give you any more information right now. So thanks, appreciate that, man. And then I want some feedback from you guys. So if you're watching this on the replay, if I haven't deleted it first, let me know what you would like to see on the show. I know that I'm gonna let that music play out. If you're joining, go ahead and jump in the comments because that's what this is all about. This is about the test. I want to know what you guys would like to see in a show like similar to a Tonight Show. So is it, would you just like to, really see a lot of guests, or would you like to just have topics of conversation or a combination of the both? Those types of things. So, for example, I can show you guys, it's like some of the skits and things like that. If you haven't seen this already, check this out.
Hey, what you making?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal, my favorite. Oh, yeah. What you putting in there?
Put in a little butter.
Uh-huh. And some sugar.
And I chopped up some apples.
And some sugar.
Add a little cinnamon.
And
just a little bit of maple flavor.
And some sugar.
And just a little hit of sugar.
Yes. Sugar. Give it to me. Sugar. Come on. More sugar, come on. What, that's it? That's all the sugar you're gonna add?
That's all I need.
I need more.
In fact, that's probably more than enough.
Oh, come on.
Hey, you're gonna get what I give you.
Give it to me. I want it.
Will Vince give in to Lil V and add more sugar? To find out, subscribe to Lil V's YouTube page for this and more videos.
All right, so that's that little thing I do with my mini-me, Lil V. So Lil V is like that guy or that voice that you have in your head is always trying to get you, tempt you to do some things you shouldn't do. You know, he wants you to eat the wrong things, wants you to be lazy, wants you to look at things or listen to things you shouldn't be listening to. So, you know, that's the character that is. So I would think, hey, what's up, Dylan? Thanks for joining in. I'm asking guys to just jump in and not guys, just guys, but people to jump in and give their input. We're going to be kicking off. I'm going to be kicking off a new live stream show, and I want to bring some of you guys on, maybe as guests or something like that. But I definitely want you guys to be in the comments and let me know, some ideas about what you think about the show. Maybe, make sure the audio's good, video's good. In fact, one thing I want to test out real quick while I got a live audience is I wonder if I can see your comments, switch to your comments while the video is playing. So I'm not going to play the whole video again, but I'm just going to start it and see if I can switch over to the comments.
Hey, what you making?
Oatmeal. Okay, sure. Yep, I can do that. So that's cool. I mentioned earlier that, we're going to be doing, different things in terms of comedians. And so I got one comedian I'm thinking about bringing on. I don't know if you've ever seen Thou Shalt Laugh. Thou Shalt Laugh actually has 5 DVD, series. It's a series of DVDs called Thou Shalt Laugh. If you've seen those, put in the comments if you've seen it. It's a test 1 2 1 2. Yeah. So thanks, Dylan. And so if you've seen Thou Shalt Laugh, you may have heard of a guy called Taylor Mason. I'm thinking about bringing him on and tell me what you think. Taylor Mason is a professional comedian and ventriloquist. And so a lot has changed now since we're dealing with this COVID-19. And what's happening is people are doing a lot of things from home because they can't get out and perform. So they're coming on shows like this and they're doing their performing. So thinking about bringing him on. You guys can tell me what you think about that. In the meantime, I really want to tell you guys about this guest that's coming up on Friday, but I know I would be ahead of myself because, although we've talked about it and things look good, it's not solidly locked in. And I'd hate to tell you that this big name is coming and then they don't. But what I can tell you, though, is the week after. So these shows are going to be on Fridays, starting with, so we got the soft launch on Monday to really kind of test it out with some people I'll be interviewing, like I said, Family and Friends Day. On Friday, May 29th, is the next show, which I expect to have my artist that I'm telling you about on. And then the following Friday, on June 5th, especially for my people who are interested in voiceovers, I've got a guy I'm bringing on who is the voice of ESPN Sports. He is he's been in all types of. He's got a nationally. I'm sorry. No, he's syndicated. He's got a syndicated radio show. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet. And he is big in the voiceover game. So I get a lot of people asking me, hey, when, tell me how I can get into voiceovers and things like that. And so, who is that? Sydney? No, that's not it. That's not the person. But, I get a lot of people asking me questions about, how to get into voiceover work. Because I do voiceovers, of course, for those who don't know that. But This guy is actually going to be teaching voiceovers as well. So I don't want to give it all away. He's going to be here June 5th. So we got him lined up. And so I'm looking forward to that and excited about that. So if you guys are interested in voiceovers and just to, kind of hear his story from, kind of where he came from in terms of being in the radio business and now going syndicated, and then also doing the voiceovers for boxing matches and ESPN and on and on and on. That would be, I think it's going to be interesting. So, Sydney, who is L. Sidney Patah? Explain that to me. I don't know who that is. And if I'm reading that right, I'm not sure. So yeah, you guys, tell me what you want to talk about as we test this broadcast. Tell me what's on your mind. And, we talk a lot about COVID. Maybe we need to talk about a different angle of COVID. I'm tired of the negative news. I think there's a positive side to this thing. I think that we can take advantage of this time and be able to, while we're quarantined, hey, you should be writing. Whether it's a book, a script, a skit, or something. You should be writing. You should be practicing. You should be learning. You should be researching. So take advantage of this time, because when this quarantine is over, man, this world going to speed back up. And, here's an opportunity for you to get ahead of the game. So L is your guy, actor, and he does voiceovers. Yeah. Definitely have him come on, check out the show. He's going to really enjoy talking to my guest on June 5th. Like I said, we'll do this once a week on Fridays at 8 p.m. And so, yep. So I will be, I'll be, reaching out with a promo. And in fact, I really want to steer, people to another Facebook page and ultimately to the YouTube page, because we're streaming live on YouTube right now as well. But the YouTube page is not even, it's brand new. So nobody knows about the YouTube page. But I really want to steer traffic over to the YouTube page because that will help us to, build up, sponsors and things like that if we get the YouTube page built up where we can, kind of support this show. So that's one thing that I'm looking forward to, is just kind of building up the audience. And we haven't done any advertising. I haven't done any advertising. That's why I just kind of put this on my personal page, maybe get a few people to join in, let them know what we're doing, help me test this thing out. And, just have some dialogue and conversation as I test it. So, you guys just chime on in. If you're here, please put something in the comments, give me a thumbs up or ask a question. I'm testing a live stream for a new show, a new broadcast. It's going to be like, I hesitate to say like the Tonight Show, because obviously they're on the, Hollywood level, and, things have changed now. We're all doing things from home, right? So, but I'm actually going to have some interesting guests. I got one coming up on Friday for anybody who just jumped in, but I can't tell you who that is right now. So, yeah, I'm looking for you guys to throw out, a topic or something that you want to talk about, and, just to hone my skills on this platform. And you guys, in fact, share this link with people on from your Facebook page, and just let people know that, hey, we're on and we're testing this broadcast. So, where you guys from? Go ahead and put that in the comments. Let me know where you are watching from. I know you're on Facebook. What city are you in? What state are you in? What country are you in? Because obviously Facebook and YouTube, you can go all over the world. So I'm looking to hear from you guys where you're checking in from, and I'm going to start asking you some questions. In fact, I may put somebody on live with me if you're up for the challenge. If you're not in your pajamas, or something like on your onesies, I may actually put you on. So let me know where you guys checking in from. And if you're watching this about a replay, like I said, go ahead and put replay in the comments if you are watching this after the live ends, and you can let me know where you're checking in from as well. Not sure if I'm going to leave this up very long. It would be great to get a bunch of people in. But again, I didn't even tag people I didn't, send out messages. I just turned it on and said, let's go, just to test it out and see how things work. Does my mic sound nice? 1, 2, get ready for tonight. Yeah. Live action. So yeah, Dylan, where you from, man? Where are you watching from? Go ahead and put that in the comments real quick. And I forgot where Notario is. I don't know. I forgot where you are. I want to say he's in Europe somewhere. So yeah, got a chance to travel quite extensively when I was working for a mega church. Tab Russell, hey, thanks for joining. I am simply testing this out to see if everything is good. This is going to be, or is, there's a new show that I'm going to be kicking off soft launch on Monday. It's called Live with Vince Eliot, and I'm going to have some guests. This is Family and Friends Day on Monday, and just testing out the stream right now to make sure everything's good. But we will be, somewhat in the format of The Tonight Show. It's meaning I'm going to be bringing on guests, musicians, artists, comedians, etc., and interviewing those people. We'll do skits and bits. I played a little bit of a skit that you may have seen already. I just tested it out and played it. And I got somebody special coming up on Friday, but I can't tell you who it is until we lock them down. So I think we're going to be good to go, but I think it's going to surprise a lot of people. I'm going to have to advertise that one because it's going to be a lot of folks surprised to see this particular guest come on. I'll tell you, it is an artist, and I'll tell you they've been double platinum. So that's all I'm going to tell you right now. So that could be a lot of people who've gone double platinum. House music all night long. I remember that from Chicago, my Chicago days. Real quick, just in case you just joined, I want to know, what you guys have in terms of suggestions for the show. You can just chime in the comments. Let me know what kind of ideas you might have for a show that's formatted like a Tonight Show. And then you can also let me know if you can hear me pretty good and if there's any problems or anything like that. Am I too loud? Am I too soft? Do I sound good on my microphone? So yeah, let me know in the comments. Give me hit the like, love button, whatever is going on. Let me know. Might just, kick my little theme music in the background, and we're going to do it like that. So listen, if you got a topic you want to talk about, you got something on your mind, you want something you want to share, maybe something's going on with you and your family during this COVID, this quarantine, let me know. Let's kick it real quick while we test this thing out. So I may test this stream out again on Sunday, and then give some people a heads up that I'm going to be on, so that they can, really give this thing a test, and we can really work this thing out. So it would be great to have, a whole lot of folks on here at one time, so I can kind of get a sense on how to manage this chat deal. And like right now, I guess I got to go back to the particular comment that's up to be able to, there you go, to be able to take it down. So yeah, Sherry Henderson, hey, how you doing? Listen, you know what? Actually, Sherry, you can help me test this thing out in a great way, because you'd be a great person to interview. So just so you know, real quick, I've been saying this over and over. I am testing this format right now live with real folks, because I'm launching a new live stream called Live with Vince Eliot. and it's in the format of the Tonight Show. So we'll be interviewing people of interest, artists, musicians, comedians, regular folks, entrepreneurs, what have you, that might be of bring information, entertainment, or value to the listening and watching audience. And so right now I'm streaming live on Facebook and a new YouTube page. And so I want to kind of, kick the tires on this thing and make sure, everything's working the way it should. So, I've been asking people, hey, if you hear me pretty good, let me know, give me a thumbs up, all that type of thing. Sherry, I'm going to send you, if you don't mind, I don't know if you're ready to be on camera, but I'd like to send you a link and just do a little quick impromptu interview right quick and talk about some of the things that you got going on. So I'm going to send you an invite and let's see. All right. Let's see. I know I got your email handy. Wait a minute. I've been using it so long. Let me see. Why is it not coming up? I wonder if my let me see. I had a issue with my laptop, and I very well may have maybe you could text me your email address, and then I can shoot you the link for the stream. Yeah, because I had an issue with my laptop, and so now it doesn't automatically populate email addresses that I used before. But yeah, go ahead and shoot me that text, and I will send you the link in the email, and we'll go from there. So yeah, Dylan, go ahead and tell me what you got going on. Put it in the chat real quick, and that's going to be the other interesting thing. What I'd like to do is I'd like to do some great things with the audience, and surprise some people when I got maybe a celebrity guest on here and put them on. But that's a real little dangerous thing, because you never know what people are going to say or how they're going to be looking. So you got to hurry up and maybe take them off screen or something. So I don't know if there's a way we can preview them or something like that. But yeah, I will. Okay, here we go. Let's see. All right, I'm going to send you this link real quick, and we're going to see how that works out. I mean, I've tested it, but now the difference is we're testing it live. So bear with me for a second, and let's see. I will. Yeah, let me make sure I got that right. Yep, I do have that right. So yes, it's been quite a while. So this will be great to catch up. Just make sure my email doesn't go to spam, because it is a business email, and a lot of times that happens. Okay, so yeah, there's the VO man I've been hearing about, Sydney. I'm not sure how to say your name, L. Sydney Pata. I don't know. I'm messing it all up, I'm sure. Okay, so yeah, I mean, why don't we go ahead and test that out? I'm going to bring Sherry on first. Dylan, you stick around. I might be able to get you on shortly after that. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on here tonight. But, yeah, guys, check in and let me know where you're checking in from, what city, what state you're checking in from. And, go ahead and hit that like button, a thumbs up, or what have you. And I'm going to introduce Sherry here in a moment. And let me know if you got that email, and then all you got to do is click that link, and then I will be able to bring you up, and then you guys will probably get a bonus tonight, because I did not plan to interview anybody tonight, but hey, it could be a bonus, so you might get some really good information, because Sherry's always got something going, and so she's liable to give you some news you can use. Information and entertainment is what we got. And so, tell what I'm doing. Okay, so for anybody who just joined, I am starting a new live stream show. Hey, Simon's in the building. Stick around, man. I want to talk to you. So, yeah, I am starting a new live stream show for those who just joined. And this is the test. This is just a test. This is not the actual format in terms of how things will roll out. In fact, what I'll do here shortly is I'll show you a sample intro that I've been working on for you guys to see kind of how the show is going to be laid out. But yeah, we will come on and, just like I said, like a lot like the Tonight Show. And we'll have maybe little skits and bits, and we'll interview people of interest and things of that nature. So I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, on Monday, 2 days from now, we're going to have a soft launch with family and friends. Got some people who are doing some great things, people of interest, that are even world renowned. Just because they're family and friends don't mean that they're not making big things happen. So, and then again, our official debut will be on Friday. And that is, that's the one I'm really looking forward to, because everything goes the way I expect it to go within the next day or two. We'll have an A-list artist on the show. So you guys stick around and stay tuned for that. So I'm looking for, hey, Maria's in the house. Hello, Vince. Great seeing you, making it happen as always. Yes. So I am testing things like that, and put your comments up on the screen. Maria, I think I might have to bring you on too as well. So we got the gang, some of the gang is all here. And I am using this opportunity with people coming in to be able to test the stream. Okay, so I got my good buddy here, Dr. Sherry Henderson. Ladies and gentlemen, give her a round of applause. Wait a minute, we got to get the applause going. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sherry Henderson.
Hello.
How are you? You gonna show us half your face? Is that what it is? Okay, there we go.
Here.
You getting it together?
I'm trying to see. This is my camera.
There you go.
This is,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sherry Henderson, and she so graciously agreed last minute to come on and help me test this thing out by giving me an interview. So as she gets situated, I'm going to actually allow her to tell you about her, because I don't know what may have changed since the last time we talked, but I know what she was doing. Yeah. So the last time we spoke, she had quite a bit going on.
On the fly, no hair, no makeup, no,
It looks like you do to me. So yeah, go ahead, Sherry. Let's just start this thing off with, giving us an update. Let's start with how's the COVID thing affecting your livelihood? I would imagine just like everybody else's.
Well, when we first found out about COVID, because we do a substantial amount of international business, as you know, it was, just taking off November, December, January, internationally. And so you could really see the writing on the wall from a global perspective that it would be here shortly, and that it would have a major effect on what was going on with our current clients. And so one of the things that we had to do right away was to begin to prepare our clients for business adaptation. A lot of our restaurants, we started communicating with them the importance of, setting up their carry-out systems, and go ahead and sign up for DoorDash and Uber Eats and curbside service, really began to prepare for what was coming. And so what I do, just in general, to let everyone know that we help small businesses grow and scale our business.
That's just what I was about to say, yeah.
Enterprise, right? We help businesses with growing and scaling and expanding their business model. And a lot of that comes through the development and helping them with, understanding what that business model looks like, even as they grow and scale, but especially during these unprecedented times.
And so you are the actual person that might walk into, let's say, Miss Maria Sepulveda's. Maybe she's got a ice cream, the best ice cream in the city, right? And she's just got that one location. And everybody lines up to come get her special ice cream, and she got more business she can handle. and then you walk into a place and say, have you ever thought about franchising? Is that how it works?
Yes, that's what happens. Have you ever thought about franchising? And then we would actually sit down with them and we would help answer that question. Are you franchisable? Do you have a model? How many years of goodwill do you have? Do you have a business model that we can duplicate over and over again in multiple cities across the U.S.? And sometimes a franchise may grow in a particular area. For example, if you sold water sports, then you would do very well, say like where there's water, right? And so it just really depends on the cities that businesses want to grow and expand to. But we oftentimes walk in and say, hey, there's several businesses right here in the U.S. Hey, I love my ice cream. Right. So a lot of times we walk into a business and say, hey, this is a great business model. What is your legacy plan? What is your succession plan? How are you going to continue to grow and expand this business for your family members long after you're gone? And many times people will utilize a franchise model to build that value in their company. So it's a great way to build valuation, and it's a great way to continue your brand and keep the legacy going for your company.
Now, what's the name of the company?
Our company is the Franchise Enterprise. And so the Franchise Enterprise, we offer three main areas of development. We say build, broker, manage. And so the franchiseenterprise.com, you can go online, you can go to our contact page and fill out your information, and one of us will get back with you. Or you can just reach out to me directly, and we're actually assisting quite a few businesses, even during this pandemic, with, just a variety of services on how they can grow and expand their company, but as well as funding and grant solutions. So many of the businesses who are looking to grow on franchise, we're here to help them with that.
Okay, so you said that's the franchiseenterprise.com?
The franchiseenterprise.com.
Bam, there it is, right? All right. So, if you're interested in that. So basically, if you own a business, or even if you know of somebody who owns a business that is scalable, that has a track record of doing good business. I mean, I'm not talking about, Louis selling CDs out there. If you're selling CDs, it ain't doing too good right now, no way. But I'm not talking about somebody who's a hustler. I'm talking about somebody who has a legitimate business, who has a track record of doing, their accounting right and all those types of things. And then here's the other thing. Even if a business, they may not have 100% of all their ducks in a row, but you guys help them to get prepared to franchise. Talk about that.
Absolutely. So we have a full pre-development checklist, Vince. You're absolutely correct. Because what we found is that a lot of our businesses, minority-owned, women-owned businesses, may or may not have had the idea of franchise development in mind when they initially decided to open their business. They didn't think that they would have another 5 or 10 or 20 stores, right? Or 100 stores. So one of the things that we had to do right away is to get in and walk them through that development process. And some of the questions are really simple, like, do you own this name to be able to franchise, right? Do you have your books in order? Like, have you filed a trademark? Have you completed your most recent taxes? Do you have job descriptions for all of your employees? Do they know what they are? Just really walking the businesses through those processes and helping them understand that it's viable. When our parent company, Francorp, when we first started, Jimmy John's had one location. He was doing sandwiches out of his garage, and now he has, thousands of locations.
Wow.
He recently sold 70% of his equity for $2.4 billion in less than 30 years.
Now, time out. Now, we got to pause right there. You can't just drop something like that and just think you're going to keep on talking. I don't know if, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching on the replay. She slipped that in real quick. She said Jimmy John's was just working out his garage until they got with them. And now he's worth billions. So that is credibility right there. I mean, if they're working with what we know today as the Jimmy John's, and before he was a household name, and took them to that level, imagine what they can do for you as well. Yeah, go ahead.
And a variety of companies start out that way. They'll just have one location. We're working with several companies right here in the Detroit area. We're working with Motor City Soul Food to help them grow and expand and set up their systems and customer service and fine tuning all the things they need to do on the business side. Another one of our clients is Booker's Grill. They're getting ready to open up their 6th location at the corner of 13 Mile and Woodward. We've done some things with Sweet Magnolias, QT Business Solutions, Soup Dive on 12 Mile and Northwestern Highway. So we work with several businesses. We've had conversations with Tijuana's Kitchen and Turkey Grill and Detroit Vegan Soul and the 10 Nail Salon and just a whole host of businesses that we've had an opportunity to talk with over the years and to offer suggestions and advice on the best ways for them to grow and expand their business concepts. Yes.
Yeah, and I think what's interesting about this is that most businesses, when they got a one location, franchising is not something that really even comes to their mind. I'm not saying it doesn't come to anybody's mind, but a lot of those businesses, I'm sure you find when you approach them about that, it's like an aha moment, like, wow, can I really do that? Can I really grow to that level? They're trying to maintain. And a lot of times what happens with these entrepreneurs, being an entrepreneur myself, is you're doing so much because you have to be the accountant, you have to be the attorney, you got to do contracts and all that kind of thing. You got to be building maintenance, you got to be the buyer, the purchasing, so on and on and on. Plus, you have to actually run that business, whatever service or product is probably something that you have a skill set to do, and so you're actually doing that. So when you're doing all of that, you're not thinking that you can actually open up something else. But what happens is, and you speak to this basically, is you set the model. You don't have to worry about running all those other, everybody knows what franchising is, but the thing is that you're making money because people are duplicating what you're already being successful in. So
yes, absolutely. And it's a great way for small business owners to build wealth. Mm-hmm. If you're basically sharing what you've done and what you've been an expert at for so many years, we set up an opportunity for you to be able to train anyone who wants to come on board. You walk them through the whole development process. Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, Vince, we have no Black-owned national brands.
Wow. Say that again.
We have no Black-owned national franchise brands.
Wow. And this is an opportunity.
And it's the same for the Latino community. I do a lot with my friend Clemente Nicado out in Chicago, and we talk about this all the time. And the sad part about it is we have the goodwill, right? Mm-hmm. We have the capital, we have the resources. It's there. We are willing to help them build and grow their business with very little capital to get started. And so many of these franchises, this is the key. Many of these existing franchises that have these billion-dollar entities now, guess where they started?
Right there with you.
In the Black community.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We made them, right?
Yeah.
The billion-dollar entities that they are.
Yeah.
And not only that, we were used as the guinea pig oftentimes in the urban communities. We were the ones, trying the McRib and the chalupa and
Right.
We were the guinea pigs for all of these items. And so it's now our time to capitalize on not only that, but our buying power. Our $3 trillion buying power need to be spent with us. We oftentimes will get calls from the NBA and the NFL because the players understand the importance of a franchise model. Because when they're buying a franchise, they're buying a business that has a proven track record of success. And that's the difference.
Well, if you just joined us, I'm talking with my good friend, Sherry Henderson. She is the expert in getting small businesses to grow. And in the way she does that is through franchising. And so I'm going to throw the email or the website, back up, franchiseenterprise.com. If you or you know of someone who has a small business, it doesn't even have to be small. If they have one location, even if they have more than one location and they're looking to expand, they're looking to franchise, Sherry's the one you need to talk to. And so Dr. Sherry Henderson, as a matter of fact, is the one you need to talk to. And so the best way for them to contact you is the franchiseenterprise.com. Is their email that they
Yes, my
should?
email, a direct email to me is Dr. Henderson, Dr. Henderson at thefranchiseenterprise.com.
All right, we'll
Dr.
get that.
Henderson at thefranchiseenterprise.com. And during this COVID time, I've even given out my personal number because we're all home. Yep, that's it. We're all home. People can call me directly if they just have questions, and they want to share what their business model is, and they want to share, the best way to fund this new venture. We have a lot of folks who have reached out to us and said, hey, who do you have that's franchising? Who can we invest in? And so we have even done our own in-house financing just so that money will no longer be an excuse on why we can't grow and expand in our community.
Okay. Well, if you're just joining us, I am testing, believe it or not, I'm testing for a live stream show that's going to really be kicking off. The soft launch is Monday. The quote unquote official show is Friday, but it's called Live with Vince Eliot. And you're kind of witnessing a piece of it right now. Dylan, I'm going to come to you. I'm going to send Dylan an invite. He really would like to get on and talk to you. And since we're doing our test, I will send him a link to come on with you if you don't mind. If you got a few minutes to talk with him, I
don't mind.
Dylan, go ahead and put your email in the chat. I don't think, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I mean, emails are pretty public. So Dylan, go ahead and put your email in the chat and I will send you an invite to be able to come on. And then in the meantime, while we do that, I'm going to test out this intro that I have. And, this is what a working intro for the show. So you guys check it out and, tell me what you think. Let me see. Wait a minute. Where is it? See, this is all part of the test. I thought I uploaded that thing and I don't see it uploaded. So, I guess we won't be checking that out right away. But I wonder if while that's uploading, I can do something else. Let me just see. This is all part of the test. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing.
This is exciting.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. I wish I could tell you who is supposed to come on Friday, but until it's locked in, I can't announce it. And so I should know tomorrow or the next day that we're definitely locked in. While that's loading, let me go back to the comments. Dylan, if you're there, if you're still with us, you can hear me. Go ahead and put your email in the chat, and I will send you an invite and bring you on with Dr. Henderson, Dr. Sherry Henderson. All right, so I'm going to go back and look and see if this thing is uploaded. So I played a little thing earlier, which is, like I said, this is sort of like the Tonight Show, and we do little skits and bits and things like that. So I guess while that's uploading, maybe we'll see if that can continue to upload while I play this. Check this out.
Hey, what you making?
Oatmeal.
Oatmeal, my favorite. Oh, yeah. What you putting in there?
Put in a little butter.
And some sugar.
And I chopped up some apples.
And some sugar.
And a little cinnamon. And just a little bit of maple flavor.
And some sugar.
And just a little hit of sugar.
Yes. Sugar. Give it to me. Sugar. Come on. More sugar. Come on. What, that's it? That's all the sugar you're gonna add?
That's all I need.
I need more.
In fact, that's probably more than enough.
Oh, come on.
Hey, you're gonna get what I give you.
Give it to me. I want it.
Will Vince give in to Lil V and add more sugar? To find out, subscribe to Lil V's YouTube page for this and more videos.
So that's that.
I like that.
He's the little voice in my head. Somehow he found his way out and he's always trying to get me to do things that I'm not supposed to do. I think I realized why that video, that intro didn't upload. It's because I didn't upload. I uploaded the wrong thing. I just tried to upload the wrong thing again. So I sent the link to Dylan, and so he should be joining us soon. And then I'll let him, have the floor in terms of. I know he wants to promote a couple things, and he also wants to talk with you as well. So
Awesome.
this will be a great test, in terms of what we're doing for the broadcast. And it seems like everything's going great because I've tested, extensively even before I brought, actual people on. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow this to, people to see the replay.
Yeah,
Because
this is great.
yeah, I didn't announce that I was doing this or anything like that. So, you get a few people trickling in just to check out, see what's going on. But I think, once you leave it up there, you get more exposure. People can see it on the replay. So if you join us on the replay, give us a thumbs up. Let us know where you're checking in from, and just put replay maybe in the comments. Let me know you saw it on the replay, and that'd be great. Yeah. So I'm looking for Dylan to pop up any second there, and then we'll get him going. If you just joined us, this is a test of the live stream show that's going to be starting next week, called
Yay.
Live with Vince Eliot. Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm excited.
I'm excited about it too. I'm going to definitely do some promotion on it, and let people know what's happening. I'm even going to give people an opportunity to help get this thing rolling in terms of, if they want to contribute. I know when guys are doing or gals are doing those game shows. What is it? The gaming, where they teach you how to play the video games. They got people contributing to that to show them how to play video games. So we're going to give people information, entertainment, and all that kind of stuff. So I want to give them the same opportunity.
We do a live on Thursdays at 7. We do a faith and finance show with Ryan Mack.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That sounds like that's very helpful and informative and educational.
And we spotlight a nonprofit each week, so that's been exciting.
Okay, Dylan says waiting on the link. Dylan, I have a business email, so a lot of times it goes to spam. So check your spam, check your bulk email or what have you, and look in there, because I did send it and I did double check the email address you gave me. So check that; you'll probably find it in there.
And
so
one of the other things that we've been doing too is we've been helping our businesses prepare to reopen.
Okay.
And so we've been helping them create the checklists and helping them define, what are the new best practices for their company, what type of safety measures they want to put in place so that it's safe not only for them to return to work, but also regaining the trust of their consumers and their customers. And so we've been working with a lot of businesses too, with just helping them walk through what that's going to look like for them when they reopen.
Oh, okay. Maria, go ahead and send me go ahead and put your email in the chat, and then I will send you a link as well. So yeah, much like Dr. Sherry Henderson, we also got Dr. Maria Sepulveda, and she is always a great resource and someone definitely worthy of putting on the live broadcast, because she is a wealth of information and usually has got something going on that is great information, education, information for people, for our viewers. So definitely would like to get her on here as well. And so I am looking for Dylan. Let me know if you saw that link. More than likely, it was in his bulk or spam, something like that. So I'm going to put up your email address again for those who may be. And I want to see if I put this up, will the other things go away? No, they did not. Yeah, I have to take those down. So That's fine. Yeah. So how long have you guys been doing the faith and finance?
We are on our 4th week.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, we're on our 4th week.
One thing I was just saying, one thing about these lives, and any type of videos, you got to promote these things for people to know where to find it, because now it's sort of like, the traffic is building up. There's so many people doing, lives and, YouTube and everything else that, you kind of can get lost in the shuffle. So you got to find a way to be able to promote, because people are realizing social media is not an option. It's mandatory if you want to be, you want to be active. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just staying current and relevant.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, I see the email. AC 1437. Dylan, let me know what's going on, man. Maybe he had to, get his hair and makeup and everything together before he comes on. I don't know. AC 1437. All right, let me get this link over to her, and this is what the trial run is all about.
Right. This is what the trial run is all about.
Yeah. So let me take a look and double check to make sure I got that right. Let's see, 1437wayne.edu. All right.
And then even sharing it, it's important that, all of us share. When you come on, I'll be sure to share it with our team, and then they can share it as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah. All right. Just sent that link to Maria. And I'm sure Wayne, what did I say, Wayne? Where did I get that from? Dylan. Dylan will let me know if he has not found that link. Maybe I will send it from another email, because I have had in the rare occasion where I just can't get through. So I have to send it from a different email sometimes. Okay. So, but Daniel White, I didn't get a chance to chat much with him. I don't know if he's still here. But Daniel White is a guy I worked with recently. We worked together on the Tyler Perry tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tyler Perry did the Medea Farewell Tour again, January and February. And so, we were part of the production team, the video production team that handled that. And that was a great experience. We did some of the southern states. And so we were in Macon, Georgia. We were in Nashville. We were in Memphis, on and on and on. So we went
That's awesome.
We took off like January 11th and ended February 17th. So, Dylan, did you see that email, or do I need to send it from a different email address? I don't know. He's shouting out to Danny. I guess he knows Danny. Yeah. Yeah, Daniel White. So, all right. So now, is there anything else that you have going on outside of the franchising? I know you are a multitasker and entrepreneur extraordinaire.
We always have something going on. You know it. You know we do.
Nothing you ready to talk about right now? Well, you did mention the financial, the faith and finance, though.
Yeah, the faith and finances. And then recently, I haven't even really shared it publicly. I was offered an opportunity to work through my other international business company, the global business development firm, with the World Bank. And so that's been really exciting, having an opportunity to work with the World Bank, who's specifically working with companies who wants to build their small business development organizations and franchising. And so it all sort of goes hand in hand. And so being able to combine my international business experience with business development and franchising has just been my focus, just really staying laser focused and seeing where the needs are for small businesses to grow and scale. And then came along COVID. And then some of our clients are doing extremely well during this time. Anyone who's offering, online business services, online tutoring, online training, all those companies who are in sanitation and who have products for cleaning and sanitation preparation, all of those guys are doing very well. Even in the insurance industry is doing well. And so a lot of business services are doing very well during this time. If you have or sell PPE, with some of the Minority Supplier Development Council, a lot of those members have PPP or access to PPP. So we have spent some time, as brokers, helping the buyers find the suppliers, and the suppliers, of course, working directly with the buyers. And so just, staying current and being able to assist businesses in any way that we can, because a lot of the businesses don't even know where to buy the larger quantities of PPE and get the price point that they can afford. And so, we're connecting them directly with some of the manufacturers. And so it's been It's been very busy during this time, actually. And so, again, making sure that all of our clients are, have that playbook and blueprint on how they're going to open, having them following, of course, whatever state regulations are there, but on a federal level, the CDC. And then, even if they want to look at things locally, I know Mayor Duggan just put out Detroit Means Business. They just announced that, they've updated that with information for reopening your business or restaurant. And so I would advise anyone who's in business to definitely take advantage of this time. If you were caught sleeping and things weren't in order, use this time to prepare your business for growth. Use this time to connect with more resources. Definitely use this time to apply for some of the grants that are available as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
um, but we've been very busy with assisting our clients, assisting small businesses. Individuals have been calling us saying, we need your help.
Right.
And
Right.
we've been there to help them. And we've even lowered our basic consulting rates as well,
Mm-hmm.
just so that we can help more people during this time. So no one has an excuse on why you can't be an
Right.
excellent plus business and have your things together and be prepared to reopen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well said. Well said. We got somebody coming on here. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. So now, here's the thing. Let me see who this Dylan is, man. I'm gonna bring him on. Dylan, what's good, man? You know what?
What you doing, man? I like this. I like this.
Oh man, you know what? I did not make the connection until I saw his face. Okay, so for those who don't know, and most of you, well, if you're watching on the replay or what have you, Dylan was the man. Nothing didn't jump off at the Tyler Perry tour unless Dylan and his crew had things going right. Carpenter and responsible for the set that the play took place on, which I mean he could tell you more about it, but which was a challenge because he had the set had to revolve. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, the set had to turn, and everything, and so that was quite an undertaking. And I would say at some point every department had their challenges, but somehow we pulled through. So Dylan, welcome. I'm going to let you speak your piece. And when you said you were part of the crew, I'm thinking automatically that you were part of like the video crew. And so I'm like, I don't remember working with a Dylan. So, but I forgot. Yeah. Yeah. We met on the set and, we had a good time. So go for it, sir. Speak your mind.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Dylan Lovelace. I am currently
And I keep calling him Dylan.
yeah, no, it's Dylan Lovelace. I'm currently a brand new entrepreneur. I just
Your voice, your audio is low.
can you hear me?
Yeah. I can
I
hear you when
just
you get,
opened
A little bit.
my LLC called Nature's Technology. I am a wholesaler and importer of African goods in bulk, things like shea butter, black soap, mango butter, cocoa butter, and I just, as you know, our whole industry is shut down right now. So I had to kind of like switch gears and figure out how I'm going to support my family here. And I came across a friend of mine who's actually in the packaging supply business. He has a 15,000 square foot warehouse, small warehouse in Newark, New Jersey. And I was talking to him one day, and I came across an old friend, a guy from Ghana, who is importing, guess what, shea butter, black soap,
mm,
and all of this, and because of the shutdown, his whole business is shut down. So he was trying to find new ways to move it, new creative ideas.
hmm
He wasn't that internet savvy. So I told him, I was like, hey, I got 10K for you right now. How much shea butter can I get?
right.
And got an awesome deal on it. And a month, not even a full month, I put it online just on Facebook Marketplace.
hmm
And literally, I'm doing last week, I did 2,500 in business, which isn't a lot compared to what we have. But for the first week, just putting it on Facebook Marketplace, doing
Wow.
$2,500 in business,
Oh, that's
it
real
was
good.
is pretty exciting. You know what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean?
No,
So
that's real good.
yeah. So what I've been doing is we kind of switch gears a little bit. Instead of doing just trying to go to the end user, what I noticed was is there's a lot of young entrepreneurs, a lot of young black women who have a niche in hair, and they make their own body creams, they make their
Mm-hmm.
own hair creams, and the profit margins when you buy something like shea butter, cocoa butter, when you buy it raw, the profit margins are really high. But when
Hmm.
you cut it with things like water and other essential oils and even air, when you whip shea butter and add air to it, you
Yeah.
increase the volume, which
Mm,
means you exponentially grow your product and therefore you grow your revenue, you grow your profit margin.
hmm.
So what I've been doing is now I notice that all over the country there is people who are at home looking to make money,
Hmm.
and the market for soap is obviously you could never corner that market because so many people who need to wash their behinds, right?
Right,
So
right.
I I started reaching out to people who are interested in starting their own business, and you wouldn't believe I got right now. I was talking to like 10 different people today. Five of them actually placed orders. I have one order right here, right next to me, which is a $400 order, and
Wow.
they're like, "Are you working on Sunday? Are you working on Sunday?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm coming to drop it off to you tomorrow." You know,
I know that's
and
right.
I'm excited. I'm so excited right now to be able not only just to make money, but it feels good to help people get their goals going. So when I seen this sister talking right here, I was like, I want to talk with her because I seen the doctor in front of your name, so I know you smart. And I'm not going to even claim to have half the intelligence you do, but I like to just absorb as much information as I can. I try to surround myself with smart people smarter than myself, and just try to pick their brains. So I seen what you were doing.
Hmm.
And just to switch on the other topic real quick, my friend L, he's another video guy who I toured with. Uh, he was in the movie Black Panther, Star
Oh,
Trek. He
wow.
was in a lot of other movies, but he's also a touring LED tech. You know, when he's not in
Mm-hmm.
movies, and he has his production company based in LA right now. Him and his wife, and I figured he would be a great person for you to interview. That's why I linked him up, and he's a good brother like yourself. You know what I mean? Every time
Hmm.
we were on tour, we always kicked it, had a great time. I've toured all over the world with that guy, by the way,
Oh, okay.
and just another good brother that I wanted to link you up with. And
Yeah, absolutely.
he was shopping at the time. He's probably at like a Whole Foods somewhere in LA right now. So
Okay.
yeah, you two
Yeah,
have to link up for sure. But
absolutely.
yeah,
I'm
so
always for networking.
I just wanted to talk about that Nature's Technology. I got the Facebook page up. I'm in the process of getting it's going to be the domain name is lovenature'stechnology.com. We're in the process of getting the website up now. But the Facebook page is Nature's Technology. The Instagram page is Nature's Technology One, and you can see a lot of the different products that I have up. Obviously, all my products are in the raw form because that's kind of what we're specializing in. We're specializing in the wholesale end, even though I do a retail end. Um, but I want to really focus on just one thing, and that's just really providing a high quality product to uh, the manufacturer. So the people who want to make a product. I get a lot of people who want to buy the 1 pound and stuff like that. And right
Mhm.
now, I'm taking all dollars. I'm not turning down
I know
anything.
that's right.
Smart
And
man.
yeah, I'm taking everything. I do retail and wholesale, but I'm really gearing up. And then a lot of people that I've toured with, obviously, they're home, and everybody in somebody in your family, uses shea butter. You know what I mean? Like shea
Right.
butter black soap is just a staple in our community, right?
Exactly.
So it's like, and to know that it works on hair, it works on skin, to just know that there's so many uses for it. It's like this gift from Mother Nature that has been here. And I don't know why I waited so long to jump on it. Like I've been using shea butter and black soap for years and never thought about like, hey, so this is like something that just fell in my lap, and I'm super excited about it. And I could talk to you all night about shea butter.
Well, let me say real quick. I was watching a TED talk, and I want to say it was the wife of Star Trek's creator. What's
Melanie Hobson?
No, I don't know the woman's name. I'm saying, what was the guy who created Star Trek?
George Lucas?
I mean, not Star Trek. Star Wars. George Lucas's wife. She was doing a TED talk, and I remember in her TED talk she was saying, "Yes, as Black people, we put on lotion and things every day. You know, it's like." And so she was, you know, to your point. So for anybody who, you know, I suspect that there are going to be quite a few people that will see this on the replay. I think I'm going to leave it up just for a little bit. You know, just wanted to let you know what's going on. First of all, this was a test, and I had no idea that I was going to be on here for an hour, but this was a test just to see how the format works. I am producing and hosting a live stream show called Live with Vince Eliot, and a couple of my good buddies here were able and gracious enough to help me test the stream. And so I brought them on as an impromptu guest. And so we had Dr. Cherie Henderson, if you watch the replay, who came on and began to tell us about the concept of franchising, and that she can actually help you with franchising if you have your own business and you're looking to expand. And then I've been saying Dylan, but because it looks like Dylan, but it's Dylan. Did I say it right that time?
Yes, you got it right.
Yeah, I got it right. Dylan and I.
Call me. My mama called me darling.
That's what it is. So he and I met for the first time and connected on the Tyler Perry tour, and you know, just I could already tell from, you know, just from the short time I got a chance to interact with him that he was a good brother that I wanted to connect with, and so we made sure that we had a way to connect with each other. And so here he is today. I want to thank both of you guys for coming on and sharing information. Make sure that you know, I don't know, you know, kind of where you are. Well, I did get a sense of where you are with the shea butter thing, but I'm sure Sherry's over there. The wheels are turning. She's trying to figure out a way that.
Well, it's not just shea butter. It's not just shea butter. It's shea butter, black soap, cocoa butter, mango butter, and then all types of essential oils. Also the fragrance oils. And,
Oh,
the main meat of everything is the shea butter black soap. So that's like kind of like our lead product. But then when people see that I also have packaging supplies, containers, so we're kind of like the whole gambit. So if you just, even if you just had the idea like, hey, this is what I want to do, you know, I can get you containers, I can get you lip balm tubes, all of that stuff to get you started. And the difference between me and the guys online or the wholesalers in New York is I'm a new business, so I'm willing to work with you. I'm willing to, maybe you won't have to buy the full case. Maybe I'll let you get just under a case, and then maybe, you know, instead of you buying a full case of 240 containers, maybe I'll let you take a half a case at the case price. You know what I mean? I'll do what I have to do to fit your budget, because, like I said, there's the profit margins in raw shea butter. In any raw product, the profit margins are so high to the point where you could pretty much just sell it for double and double your money. Like a $6 pound of shea butter is a great deal, especially when it's raw, not melted. A pound of shea butter will last you a year and a half.
so let's do this. Let's do this because we haven't even begun. We haven't unpacked, you know, really how the business model works. You know, a lot of times, you know, it's sort of like when I watch TV and the commercials come on and they say, you know, they give you the Mother's Day ideas, and you'd be like, man, thanks, because I didn't know what I was going to do for Mother's Day. It somewhat in like that, with that same mindset, you're talking about the products that can be sold. But if I'm the person say, okay, well, once I get these different products, I mean, how am I going to reach out to sell them? I don't know about packaging out. If when we talk again, and we won't do it tonight, but when we talk again, if you can be prepared to kind of roll out how you can help people down that path, much like Dr. Sherry talked about, you know, how they walk hand in hand with the entrepreneur to show them how to franchise. If you could be prepared to talk about, and I'm sure you're prepared tonight, but I'm thinking about the people on the replay. We don't want to make this thing 2 hours, right? So if you could be prepared to tell people, hey, not only do I have am I the conduit to get you what you need, but let me help you on how to walk down that path. I think it'd be great to bring you back on. In fact, I'd like to bring both of you back on our Friends and Family Day. I don't know. I know Monday's Memorial Day, and we are doing it from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. And I have a couple guests coming on, And so I think I can still squeeze you guys in because one of my guests ended up, had to bow out. So if I scheduled in maybe like 7 to 10 minutes for each one of you guys, I think that would be great, and be prepared to hit some bullet points, and maybe we touch base in an email or something before that to say, hey, this is what we want to talk about, kind of lay that thing out and be ready to go so that we don't end up going off on tangents and not making the best use of our time. So in the meantime, I know that you may want to connect, with Sherry. So I'll throw her information back up on the screen.
Already. I sent you an email already.
Oh, okay, good. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm not a
Yes.
talker. I'm a walker. Even though you hear me talking right now, if I say I'm going to do something and reach out to someone, I do.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
already sent you an email just saying, hey, I'd love to chat. I won't take much of your time either. But I like what you said about helping people grow maybe to a franchise. And that's kind of like what I'm doing. I don't know if that's exactly what we're doing, but on a smaller scale to help people have home-based businesses, giving me some input on how to help people organize and grow that would be much appreciated. And then we can just take it from there. But I did already contact you. So
Sherry,
Great. Yes.
any last words?
No, I'm really looking forward to talking with him because we had someone reach out to us in this same industry, and we put this full plan together for this particular individual. And she's decided that she doesn't want to go with it for a few other reasons. They're doing more in the cannabis space. And so, but I have $1 billion idea for you, and I can't wait to talk to you.
Wow. You hear that?
Well, it's real easy for everybody to jump on what's the bandwagon, but I just know Shea Butter's been around for 10,000 years.
Smart man.
In all DCs for the last 10,000 years.
Yeah.
And, I am so motivated right now. I'm probably more motivated than I've ever been. My background also too isn't just stage productions and audio productions. Even before I got into that industry, I used to throw my own events and stuff like that. And what made me get into productions is because I was like, I want to find out how you do big productions. So I went and got with a lighting company so I could learn. Like, my whole purpose of getting with a lighting and a staging company was to be a part of the biggest productions in the world. And then I learned that they don't make any money. Like, they just blow millions of dollars. Literally. You think they're all making money, but they're all. iHeartRadio is $20 billion in debt. No BS. Like,
Yeah.
Wow.
And you just wonder where the money comes from.
Yeah.
So, everybody wants to be a party promoter and stuff. Please get out of that business now, because you're just going to lose your shirt.
It's interesting.
Businesses, find where the demand is. That's what
Yeah.
I'm suggesting. Go where the demand is, what people need, and then find where you can get you the cheapest supply. You know what I mean? And then fill that need. I felt like the need that I found is people want a way to start their own business, and at a low cost. Shea Butter at these margins, you can get somebody a case of Shea Butter, case of black soap, and they can turn around and turn that into literally $1,000 for less than a $300 investment.
It's interesting you said that about the iHeartRadio, because I was on with someone earlier on their I wasn't on, but I was listening in on their live stream, and they were in radio and they were talking about iHeartRadio and how they were spending all of this money. It's like the guy was trying to tell them, you're going to lose, you're not going to get that money back.
Yeah.
You don't make money.
Yeah.
You got money to get in that business, because the way it works there is you throw 10 events, 8 of them you'll make money, 1 you'll break even, and 1 you'll make money. And that one you made money on, you better make a ton of it.
Well, I'm going to sign off. You know what? Before I go, though, I'm going to, I finally found my intro. It's an intro in progress. I don't know if I'm going to use it like this or not, but I'm going to play it real quick and just see. You guys can chime in. You can give me an honest opinion. You don't have to be nice, but like I said, this is the test one. So let's take a look.
I like everything you're doing. I love it.
All right, here we go.
Whatever I can to help promote it.
So that's it without the voiceovers. I still got to put in, live. It's Vince live with Vince Eliot, tonight's guest, and that type of thing. So that's kind of what I was, working on and getting prepared for.
Vince, I love it. Thumbs up.
Oh, all right. Appreciate it. All right.
Soror in there, Kim Trent.
Oh, Kim Trent. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
My Delta soror.
Oh, is that right?
And, Delta's in the building.
Well, look, again, I'm going to let you.
Vince, that very first photo of you, that's the day I met you.
You're right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. The first little video.
Only you can get me up this time without hair, makeup, Only you can get me on this show tonight.
All right, so we got a minute and 16. An hour and 16 minutes. I appreciate you guys so much. Listen, I'm going to, Dylan, I've got your email, so I'm going to reach out to you and we'll connect and talk about, Monday. You guys available 8 p.m. on Monday evening? Yeah. It is Memorial Day. Yeah. So yeah, I'll have the schedule worked out by then. Kim Trent is set to be on, and the other people that you saw, they're set to be on. And so we'll have a power-packed hour for our soft launch date. And I've been telling people, I wish I could tell you who's coming Friday, but until they're locked in, I keep saying Dylan. I don't know why I want to keep saying Dylan. Dylan, when you're dealing with these A-list celebrities, you better make sure you have your ducks in a row before you start putting it out there. So I'm going to hold off. All right. Till next time, guys, I will reach out to you. It's probably Monday. I am doing a test with some people Monday at noon on this format to make sure they know how to use it. In fact, one thing that we didn't do is I could put in the comments, hey, wrap it up, 30 seconds or something like that. I put it wrong. All right, so I could put 30 seconds and put that up there, and then you should be able to see that on your screen.
Yes, I can see it.
Yep. So that's the type of thing that we'll be going over to make sure, like with you, we'd have to work out something in terms of dialing to be able to get your sound where it needs to be so people can hear you better. So we had to be real quiet, and because your sound is not as strong as mine or Sherry's. So that's something we'd have to figure out.
Next time I'll check in on my laptop. Right now I'm probably on my phone. I have my laptop right here, so
okay.
I'll check in next.
All right. So Monday at noon, you guys can come on while I'm training other people to make sure they know how to use it. Is that good?
Sounds great.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye, Sherry.
See you later. Nice meeting you.